doing, guys? It's Coach Broser from Premium Nutraceuticals, and behind me you can see my Shih Tzu Boo Boo on the treadmill. Coming to you from my new office in Beverly Hills, California, which I'm still kind of setting up, so you see boxes behind me as well. But I wanted to talk about something today real quick because I got a question about it yesterday, and I've gotten this question so many times. It's something that's been debated for a very long time, and it's about building a peak on the biceps and whether that's possible. Well, the answer to that question is yes and no. You can't just take your genetic shape and completely remold it. Yes, you can target certain muscle fibers and certain complex muscle groups, like the upper chest, for instance, or the outer thigh. But in something like the biceps, you can't really build a peak right on top or lengthen the bicep by doing preacher curls or that kind of a thing. But you're not completely without hope when it comes to building a better peak if your biceps are flat. Because there is a muscle that lies underneath the bicep. It's right, I'm doing this wrong here, right here. It's called the brachialis, okay? And it lies underneath the bicep. It's between the bicep and the tricep. And if you build that muscle up, you can actually push the bicep up a little bit higher and give the, the look of a little bit more peak or a little bit more height to the biceps. And the key to building that muscle and heightening your biceps a little bit is by actually weakening the biceps pull in curling exercises. You want to weaken the biceps so that the brachialis has to do more of the work and it takes over and more of those muscle fibers are affected. The way that you do that is with specific exercises like hammer curls, reverse curls, and curling on a preacher or a concentration curl, which are traditionally thought of as peaking exercises, because people were thinking that it could put peak on top of the biceps, but the reason for it is actually increases slack in the biceps muscle. The brachialis is affected more strongly, and by building the brachialis up, you can push up the biceps higher. So I suggest that if you have flat biceps and you want to push them up higher and you give that illusion of more peak, then in every biceps workout you should include some type of a hammer curl. You could do those alternating. You could do them at the same time. You could do them seated. You could do them standing. You could do them on an incline bench. Best thing to do is vary it up. Another thing you could do is you could do concentration curls, but using a hammer grip rather than a regular grip, and that really gives the brachialis a good hit. You want to do reverse curls. You could do those with a low cable. You could do those with a barbell. You can even do them on a preacher bench. And when it comes to concentration curls, you can do those seated with your elbow against the inner thigh, or you can do them bent over Arnold Schwarzenegger style with the arm just hanging free. And when it comes to preacher curls, it's even more effective if you use the vertical side or the 90-degree side. Some gyms have something called the spider bench, which automatically sets the arms up in a 90-degree angle. So those are the exercises that you want to focus on if you want to build more peak in the biceps. And another added benefit to doing reverse curls and hammer curls is it also works the forearm extensors and the brachioradialis, which will give the forearms more thickness as well, a more powerful look, over time more vascularity, and give the whole arm a more complete look. So this is Coach Broser. I wanted to give you a quick tip on peaking the biceps because a lot of people have misconceptions about that. If you look back at some of the greatest peaks of all time, you have Arnold Schwarzenegger, you have Robbie Robinson, you have Boyer Coe, you have Albert Beckles. If you look up pictures of those guys, you can see they have tremendous peaks. They almost have biceps on top of biceps, and that's something that's just genetically gifted to them. But I'm sure that they enhanced those peaks by working the brachialis as well. And the brachialis is a very cool looking muscle, especially if your body fat is low in the single digits and you flex the arm from the back or the rear. You can see the brachialis literally popping out between the biceps and triceps, so it's a cool muscle. So I hope that was helpful to you guys, and go peak those biceps as best you can using those movements, and continue to tune in to our YouTube channel and our Premium Nutraceuticals Facebook page, as well as our Team P&I page for more tips like this. And we look forward to helping you guys build the body of your dreams, not only using P&I products and soon to come BBI or Broser Built International products, but also by teaching you how to train and eat properly so that all of these things work together. You can't just build a body on supplements alone. So Take care, guys, and I'll see you again soon. Keep those questions coming. I love answering for you. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time.